First part's pretty easy, right? Proportions. How do we solve proportions? Cross multiply. Awesome. Let's see. Cross multiply. 5. I have quantities here. Be careful. 5 times the quantity, 3x plus 3, equals 10 times the quantity, 2x minus 4. And solve for x. What do I do next? That's right. Distribute. 5 times, 15x. Good, Jillian. Plus 15. If you still need to, if you're still having trouble separating stuff, draw the line.
20x minus 40.
Good. 10 times 2x. 20x. Minus 10 times minus 4 is 40. What do you want to do here? Esco, what do you want to do? Subtract 15. Cool. From the 20x. If I do that, I'll be adding and subtracting unlike terms. Be careful. Okay, 15x. 20x. Negative 40 minus 15. Good, Dewey. So now what? Yep, subtract 20x from each side. Negative 5x equals negative 55. And what did you tell me it was? Cool. Divide both sides by the coefficient negative 5. Yeah, there's a couple of different ways of doing this. Awesome. How about number 4? What do I do in number 4? Skip it because of the fraction? Yeah. There's a couple of different ways you can do this. In the past, I think I've told you guys that if my variable's in the numerator, you can actually pull it out, right? So I got 2 over negative 3 times n equals 12. 12 over 1, whatever you want to think. Then what's the easiest way to get rid of a fractional coefficient? Yeah, multiply it by the reciprocal. Right, Esco? You know I'm going to pick on you because you're the one turning around to Jason. Not even though it's Jason's fault because he keeps talking to you. It's like think of yourself as like the cornerback defending a wide receiver. If you're not looking at the football, you're going to get the penalty, right? Multiply by the reciprocal. All of this cancels to 1. I get 1 times n or just n. 12 times negative 3 halves. If you are rusty with fractions, what are you going to use? That's right, your calculator's. It is minus 18. Way to go. Did you do that in your head, Dewey? Fantastic. Let's do a distributive property one. How about number 7? Caden, focus. Focus on your work, Caden. You too, Joey. All right, I have to distribute the 4 over the parentheses. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times minus 3 is minus 12. Negative 3 times 5x. Negative 15x, good. Negative 3 times a positive 2. Negative 6. I'm going to put my dotted line here. Yeah, it looks like we might have a decimal here. Personally, I would add 15x to both sides to keep my x's positive. I'm going to add 15x to both sides. So I get 19x minus 12. 15x is canceled 0. Careful, I have a minus 6 here. Now add 12 to both sides. So I get 19x equals 6. Divide by 19. Yep, 19's a prime number. So you're not going to be able to reduce the fraction. If you want to put it in decimal form, by all means, go ahead. Use your calculators. That's right. 0.32. So that's using the distributive property on both sides of the equation. It's 1.9, I believe. Want to do number 10? What's the first thing I'm going to do? Yeah, I want to get that fractional term by itself. So I'm going to add 7 to both sides. So those add up to 0. I get 3/4 x equals 5 plus 7, 12. Jason, how do I get rid of a fractional coefficient? Good. Multiply by the reciprocal. Awesome. Way to go. I get x. What's 12 times 3/4? 16. Good. Oh, you guys are going to do just fine on the test. Yes.
The test is just everything research.
Why? You're scaring me. Yeah? So it's a good thing. How about something that, how about you guys remember the,
No.
you guys remember the geometric concepts?
No.
If I have 2 angles that form a line, what does it add up to? 180. Good. Combine like terms, 5x, 1x. My other like terms, the constant term 6 minus 4 is plus 2. Subtract 2 from both sides. And divide both sides by the coefficient 6. Come on, mathletes, you can do it. What is it? 1258, so it's 9. 54, so it's 4. 6 goes in the 46 times. 6 repeating. Number 12 is kind of cool. We never really did one like that. If I never taught it to you, then I shouldn't test you on it.
Yeah.
What about midpoint? What do you know about a midpoint? One side equals the other side. So one side is 2x plus 1. The other side is 4 plus 2x. And you told me they equal each other. Solve for x. Uh-oh. Yeah, if I subtract 2x from both sides, bless you.
Do you want to change one to a negative sign?
We're going to get 1 equals 4, which is an untrue statement. There's no solution. Which is a problem because it's a distance. It has to be a solution. I bet you there's a sign. I bet you that's a typo.
So do you just want to write that one down?
Yeah, if you get that situation, an untrue statement, always put no solution in this course.
What isn't like a untrue statement?
Because 1 doesn't equal 4.
Yeah, an untrue statement is that supposed to not usually occur in math?
No, it can happen in math. If I have parallel lines, there's no solution to the system. How about 14? How much, or what is the sum of the angles of a triangle?
180.
Fantastic. So I'm going to add them all up. Hope I don't get a no solution. 44 plus 2x plus 1 plus 3x equals 180. You guys should do really well on this test tomorrow. I'm getting high hopes now.
Don't. Please.
Yeah, please.
When you get back, when you get good hopes, you get bad grades.
It's 25. Oh, yeah, you're right. 27. I put 5.
You think so?
I thought it was a 1. Yeah, it exceeds 27. I carried 1 when I was.
So we get a solution? Awesome. All right, subtract 45.
You get 130. Yeah, you're right. I carried 1.
5x equals 135.
Your answer is 27.
Divide both sides by the coefficient 5. C 2 35. How about 27?
Yeah.
Fun fact, that's small fraction. Like, this part is basically not making very much sense.
Perimeter. How do I find perimeter of any polygon?
Combine like terms.
That's right. Add up all the sides. So am I going to need to get a new red pen tomorrow?
Yes.
My perimeter. Well, I'm going to add up all the sides. 2x plus 3
We get 12.
plus, I know you could do the terms, but as a teacher, I'm going to show you every step.
No.
4x plus 1 plus 2x plus 3 plus 4x plus 1
Oh my. Don't mess up.
equals, the perimeter is 82. Now, what Ethan was saying, well, let's just add up all the x's. Let's see, 2x, 6x, 8x, 12x, plus, then add up all your numbers, 3, 4, 7, 8. That equals 82. It's kind of a shortcut. All he did was combine like terms. Subtract 8 from both sides. $12x equals 74. I don't think so. Oh, yeah, I think it is a decimal. Divide by the coefficient 12, and x is going to equal, I'm going to use my calculator. 6.2, actually 6.16 repeating.
Come on. So it ends up being 6.2. If we're rounding to the nearest.
When you have a repeating thing, you should actually give me a fraction.
Yeah, come on, dude.
37.6. I'll take either one.
Yeah.
6.2, 6.16, 37.6. Yeah, I'd rather it's an exact value. What about vertical angles? What do I know about vertical angles? They're going to equal each other. So 5x minus 3 is going to equal 3x plus 7. Yep. Subtract. Did you finish it already? Subtract 3x. 2x minus 3 equals 7.
Yeah.
Add 3.
Do you want us to solve for BCD and ECD?
Only if it says so. It doesn't look like they require that.
It doesn't.
Um.
So basically, we're doing 90% of this together. So.
Yeah, I think we are, aren't we?
Yeah, we just missed a couple problems on the front, and we're doing 90% of these pages together. Yeah. The only one we didn't do together was 12, and it was because we didn't move on.
Actually, I do want to go over
12.
the percentage things.
We didn't go over percentage a lot yesterday.
Your homework from last night, because I got a feeling, or work from yesterday, I got a feeling you didn't do a lot of it.
I didn't.
What's the equation for 17? Is m the midpoint? Does it say it's the midpoint?
No, you're wrong.
Shh, Jason. Well, we got to get the equation first. Nowhere in here does it say m is the midpoint, does it?
No, that's why you combine 2x to 3x and 6.
Thank you, Jason. Nowhere in here does it say m's midpoint, right? All right. What other information do we have, Jason? Yeah. Okay. So from n to j, it equals 33. So can you come up with an equation now? It's running out of ink. Okay, good. I'm going to add the variables together. Should I add the numbers? And what is it going to equal?
It's gonna be 5x equals 33.
Awesome. Great job.
X equals 6.
Great.
And MJ is 15.
Yeah, be careful. If it doesn't say it's a midpoint, then you have to add the two little ones to the big one. Good job, Jason. So x equals 6. Now this one's asking for a measurement, right? I'm sorry, 5.
Just 15.
MJ is... Yeah, I gotcha.
MJ is 15.
So MJ is 3x minus 3, x is 6. So 18 minus 3. I think I'll leave 18 up to you. What are those going to add up to? Awesome. Because it's a right angle. Let's take a look at the percent problems, word problems.
I thought CBD is 54. By yeet.
Yeah, I think I'll probably end up doing most of these. 1293 is what percent? They're asking you what the percent is. That's going to be my variable, right? It's my x, the percent. So I have my x over 100. What's going to be my part? Oh, they're using is over, that's fine. We use part over whole or piece over whole, right? 1293 is part of 172, right? Cross multiply and solve. You guys can finish that. How about 20? Company decided to call 7 out of every 5,000 people. How many people should be called in a town of 78,000 people? Do you remember how I told you to set this up?
No.
Set it up as a proportion. You know what? Set up the framework for it. I know it's going to be a proportion, right? So here's one ratio equals another ratio. And what did I tell you was the easiest way to do it? Not necessarily. 7 were called, right, out of 5,000 people. And I told you the easiest way to do this, put your labels in first, right? So call and peoples. And we know a town of 78,000 people, so that's going to go with my people. So that means the calls has to be my x. See how much easier it is when you put the labels in first? Do you remember the formula for, in fact, this was a problem right off your homework, for the percent of change? This is a change. You're changing one number to the other, right? Yeah, it was the difference over the original. Okay? So the difference between 13 and 11.8, yeah, you did this one just fine yesterday. 13 minus 11.8. How about 1.8? 1.2. Do you remember? 13. Okay, so the percentage change equals the difference, 1.2, divided by the original, 13. Good. And these you're going to have to give me decimals, so put them in your calculators.
Why is it calculated?
Just to irritate you guys.
No, yeah, I think it's working already.
Thank you. I was trying hard. Are you guys good? You want me to do one more? Let's do 23. Yeah, word problems, you skip them, just like fractions. Okay, Dale bought a Hummel figure for $1,200, so that's my original, right? Three years later, she sold it for $1,550. So I need the difference between $1,550 and $1,200, right? $350. So the percent of change equals the difference, 350, divided by the original, 1,200. I'm getting 0.292, 0.29. Or if you really want to put it as a percentage, 29%. If you give me 0.29, I'm happy with that.